first step that I really wouldn't skip when making these is to paint the poles black. It'll blend into the landscape better and just have a more professional look. Once you have the frame installed, I recommend replacing the white zip ties that they provide you and buy heavier duty black ones. You will also receive a large roll of green chicken wire, but I wouldn't use it, maybe for your garden, but not for the run. I recommend buying black hardware cloth. And with the hardware cloth and black zip ties, it has the potential to look really nice. So zip tying is very easy. Even in the corners, you could stick it through, and I could reach to the other side and close it. But when you come to the roof especially, and even over here, instead of keeping the mesh up, the hardwire cloth up like that, and instead of sewing it and then going around to the other side and closing it up, you can just do both ends, make sure it's even, and then keep it down, and then I go about a fist apart for each, and then I can close them all up right here. Everything is easier with the partner. Unfortunately, when it comes to this part, you have to feed them through and then just go to the other side and tighten them up. That's the way the cookie crumbles. So I did this side first because it's going to be hard to reach everything if I were to build it in that corner. So now with this side done, I can tuck it in there before it gets too heavy. Loving it. Another quick tip, when you have two pieces meeting at an edge, don't connect one, zip tie it, and then connect this one and zip tie that. Zip tie them both together at the same time. And you'll save yourself time and many zip ties. down. Some dig proofing. And I hammer them down into the ground with these spikes. If they start digging here, it's gonna hurt. And the grass will grow through this soon and really anchor it in. Next up, anti-dig posts. They will not stay this pretty. I've been using this to get the rocks out. The rocks are good in the dirt, but if it's only going down 4 to 6 inches, then the spike is still your better bet, I think. So I dig up the rocks, put the spikes in, and then put the rocks back on the other side. Make it as difficult as possible to start digging. You're gonna know when you hit rocks, and I highly recommend using a big metal hammer, because the weight alone will help drive in the spikes. And when you start hearing that noise, and this thing doesn't even budge, should be good enough. I actually found this thing in the ground in my backyard, and I've used it numerous times. Best treasure I ever found, besides my wife, in case she asks. So these spikes that they use to keep down the posts over here are useless. So I actually stick the spike through that hole and then I hammer it down. None of them have been this easy. I want everyone to know the feeling of cutting that last zip tie. It's a lot of work, but it is rewarding.